Hello everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040 and welcome to another edition of the Legends of Tomorrow Season 7 review series. And today I am going to be talking about episode 11, Rage Against the Machines, which I have just finished watching. And this episode was actually really good. I really enjoyed this one a lot. Never thought I would say that because I have not really enjoyed Season 7 that much, apart from the 100th episode where we saw virtually all of the legends from the previous seasons return, and the episode where we saw the point of view of the robotic legends. Most of this season has been pretty much a hit and miss for me. I haven't really been enjoying it at all. But this episode, although not completely perfect, this was definitely one of the better ones. And I really enjoyed this one a lot. There wasn't much comedy. There were a couple of silly little moments with Zari, but by and large, this was very good, very serious, and for a brief moment, it almost felt like the old legends. Maybe not completely like that, but it was certainly close to that, and it was really good. Really enjoyed this one a lot. And it's such a shame, really, because when Legends of Tomorrow, as I've said many times before, when they want to, and when they've got their head on straight, and they are on their A game, they can deliver a good episode when they want to. And for some reason, they decided to do it here. I thought this was really good, and they really came through with this one. So, before we get started, I just want to quickly say that we are now 2 episodes away from Season 7 being wrapped up, which means that we are now 2 editions away from this review series being brought to a close. And overall, I would say Season 7 won't go down as one of the show's best. I still say Seasons 1 to 3 are a hard act to follow because I absolutely loved those 3 seasons. They were just tremendous, especially Season 2. And I've said countless times that after Stein got killed off and Jefferson left, the show went downhill. But along the way, there have been some gems that have come through the treasure chest. You know, there's been some good stuff, but this season was not that good. But this episode, excellent, and does a really good job of setting up the next 2 episodes. So before we get into talking about episode 11, I'm going to give a quick recap of what's happened, and then we're just going to get straight into talking about episode 11. So at the end of episode 10, we saw the assassination attempt of the Archduke delayed, and the legends were able to repair the fixed point in history. And thanks to Eobard Thawne, who no longer has his speed, he helped Sarah prevent time from being altered, and in exchange for his help, Sarah agreed to take up Thawne's duty should anything ever happen to him. So after Thawne resumed time, the legends went outside to wait for the Wave Rider to land, and Sarah says this could very well be the biggest battle of our life, and that's how we ended it. And it was a cool setup for episode 11, and as I said, episode 11 was very good. I really enjoyed this one a lot, and this was probably the most serious episode after the episode where we saw the android versions of the legends, but from their point of view. So that was really good. So with that all said, let's get straight into it. Let's talk about episode 11, Rage Against the Machines. So we see the Wave Rider drop off the robotic Sarah and Nate and Birad, who massacre Eobard Thawne and the Bard patrons, and we see robot Birad shoot Ava, but is shut down by Astra with some of her magic, and Sarah contacts the robots to meet with them and speak to them, but to no avail. So Dr. Gwyn decides to use his military experience to come up with a plan. And as the legends create more apparitions to lure the robot's clones back, Birad impersonates his clone and boards the Wave Rider, where he meets a robotic version of Zari, and he tricks robots Astra and Dr. Sharp into entering the mansion where Gary knocks them into hell. Nice. We then see Robot Zari follows and is broken by the real Zari, who impersonates her and disables the evil Gideon. And we also see Spooner tricks Robot Gary into eating Robot Spooner, which results in him getting blown up. And we also see Astra initially refusing to let Gideon participate due to the maternal bond she feels, but eventually allows Gideon to trick Robot Sarah into removing her CPU. And then we see Nate trick his doppelganger into taking up Thorn's duty, which results in him getting sucked out of time, which I thought was quite funny. And then after all of the robots have been disabled and Gideon has full control of the Wave Rider, she returns to the mansion to retrieve Gary and Ava, but we see a badly damaged robotic Astra stab her from behind, and as Gideon collapses, we see the robot Astra fall down and short circuits before shutting down for good. And that is how we end episode 11 on a very chilling cliffhanger. As I said, this was a very good episode. You know, a little bit bummed out that Eobard Thorn died, because I would have thought they would keep him alive for future episodes, but great to see Matt Leshner back. You know, he's been sorely missed, and it was great to see him. You know, I almost forgot what he looks like because I've been so used to seeing Tom Cavanagh playing the Harrison Wells version of Reverse Flash. I actually forgot what the real Reverse Flash looks like, so it was good to see him back, but I was a little bit bummed out that they killed him off so quickly. I would have thought that at least they keep him alive, at least till the end of the season, but what can you do, really? But by and large, this was a very good episode, and I'm curious to know what's going to happen to Gideon, because, you know, she is a computer, but she's just taken on a human form, so maybe she might actually die in this one, because, you know, long-term wise, a human Gideon, I don't know, really. It's been fun, don't get me wrong, it's been fun, but I think I prefer Gideon as a computer voice, because that's what I remember her more for. But yeah, by and large, this was a great episode and a chilling way to set up episode 12, I think. So that's going to be it from me. I am going to wrap this up now. What did you think of episode 11? Did you enjoy it? What was your thoughts on all of the legends disabling the robotic legends and impersonating them? Did you enjoy that? And also, what was your thoughts on Eobard Thorn dying? Do you think they should have kept him alive for future episodes? And also, with the robotic Astra stabbing Gideon from behind, do you think Gideon will live, or do you think she could die in the next episode? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see all of you next time for another edition of the Legends of Tomorrow Season 7 review series, where I am going to be talking about episode 12, which I'm actually looking forward to talking about, especially with the chilling way this episode ended. But I won't jinx it too much, because every time I've said I'm looking forward to the next episode, it lets me down. So I'm not going to have too much high expectations, but it should be a good one. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So until next time, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, as always, much appreciated. Thanks for listening.